Bend the knee!
Valamogolis, everybody. This is Don Willie back again with another video, and this time I'm going to be talking about everyone's favorite creepy grandpa, Qyburn, and what he may have planned all the way up to season 8. So we already know that Daenerys is on her way with her dragons to wreak havoc upon the Seven Kingdoms and anyone who will not bend the knee to her rule. Obviously, this is not something the newly made Queen Cersei will stand for, so, as in times past, whenever she has any issue that she finds insurmountable on her own, she will turn to her most trusted advisor, Qyburn, the mad scientist who was able to save Sir Gregor Clegane from certain death by poisoning from Oberyn Martell, and also the person who was able to save Jaime Lannister from possibly dying of an infection after his right hand was cut off by Locke. Dragons are notoriously difficult to kill, and with the Seven Kingdoms being ravaged by war, it'll be even more difficult for any current armies to be able to bring down Daenerys' 3 dragons. As we saw in Season 6, Daenerys' dragons actually give her vast air superiority over any land forces whatsoever. You won't be able to stab one of the dragons, and arrows will probably bounce off of them. So you're going to need a super weapon. And who better to create a super weapon than the man who is the mad scientist of Westeros himself, Qyburn. Now, since Game of Thrones is essentially based off of medieval Europe, the one thing that we do know is towards the end of the medieval ages, we got the introduction of gunpowder and gunpowder weapons, those such as the first guns and the first cannons. And I can see nobody else but Qyburn being able to come up with a super weapon that would be something akin to a medieval firearm in Westeros. Remember, this was the guy who, with Cersei and also with Varys' former little birds, was able to rig the scepter blow with Wildfire, and I'm pretty sure he's probably been experimenting with Wildfire in the background, so you can imagine that he's going to find some way to use that in order to be the weapon that will be able to take on Daenerys and her forces. Many people have speculated for years that Daenerys will not make it out of this story with all 3 of her dragons, and if these supposed plot leaks are actually true, then at least one of them will die during Season 7 at the hands of the Night King. But how will another one actually wind up dying? In possibly Season 7 or Season 8? I think the only person who could possibly be responsible for that would be Qyburn at the behest of Cersei. If he is able to crack the secret of gunpowder and be able to mass produce it and equip the Lannister forces with gunpowder weapons, we could possibly see devastation as never before on the battlefield in Westeros. But you guys let me know what you're thinking about this one. Is it possible that Qyburn could create firearms based on gunpowder, or even possibly Wildfire? Will he create some sort of super weapon that will totally devastate Daenerys' forces and possibly kill one of her dragons? I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Anyway, you guys already know the deal. Rate, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends, and come back for more. That has been my time, and this is Don Willie saying, Valadohiris.